Hello, and welcome to Happy Hour Yoga. My name is Katelyn, and this is Monta, the Mount. Today we'll be showing you some poses to help your lower back and to loosen up your joints. As you see, Monta is here in a simple seated position. He's firmly rooted to the ground through his hips. His back is straight as he rises the crown of his head up towards the ceiling. Shoulders roll back. He's breathing deeply in through his nose and out through his mouth. In through his nose. Out through his mouth. Lion's breath. And one more. In through his nose. Out through his breath. We welcome our guest star, Digit, the cat. She also does yoga. From here we'll rise our arms up over our heads, reaching towards the ceiling, and then stretching forward towards the top of our mat. Stretch. Placing your hands on the mat in front of you. Yep, stay there. Stretching through the back, into the fingertips. Maybe your partner, Rick, pushes on your lower back for extra stretch. Breathing. From here, we're going to roll over our knees and into our downward facing dog. Placing the toes on the floor, pushing down through the heels, rooting yourself as your hips pull up. As you can see, the Mount's back is straight. He is pushing firmly through his hands. He is breathing. His head is hanging loose. He's stretching his hamstrings. His heels are pushing down. If he moves to the side so we can see him, we will see his back straightening. His hamstrings are tight. They are not straight. His back is straight. From here, Monta pulls his body forward as he comes into a plank position. And holds. And then as he bends through the elbows, he comes all the way down to the ground. From here, he's coming into cobra pose. One that he needs work on. Stop. Tops of your feet push into the floor. Toes and heels should be touching. Your arms are pulled into the side of your body. Fingertips should align underneath your shoulders. Arms are like grasshopper wings. If you have gorilla shoulders, they may not be like grasshopper wings. And from here, we draw our chest upward. shining our chest through as our elbows pull towards our ribs. Breathing, always normal. Gazing 6 inches in front of your mat. And then exhaling as you come back to the ground. You may repeat that exercise as many times as you like. I would suggest maybe 5, depending on your back, your age, physical capabilities. From here, we will inhale and push up and back through downward facing dog. Lovely. Fingers are spread wide. Spread wide. From here, we're going to lift our right foot up and back. Draw it into our chest. And then we come into our half pigeon. Bring our knee to our right wrist, ankle towards left, and then walking that left leg back behind you. Ideally, your calf will be parallel to the top of your mat. In Monta's case, it is not. The objective here is to get your butt cheek to the ground. Try your best to keep your hips square towards the top of your mat. If you're flexible, you can walk down to where Monta has come to. Perhaps you're not. In such case, you can continue here or lower down to the forearm, perhaps all the way. Flexing the toes of your right foot to ensure the safety of your knee. Breathing. Breathing. From here, we push back into our palms. Curl those left toes under. Reach your right foot up and back. 3-legged dog. And then slowly settle that foot next to the other. Downward facing dog. From here, we sweep our left foot up and back. And then draw it into our chest as we come into our half pigeon on the left side. Left knee to left wrist. Left foot to right wrist. Walking that right foot back. Back. Breathing. 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 Once again, we plant our hands into the ground. Curling those right toes under. As we lift up and back to 3-legged dog, sweeping that left foot up, and then slowly settling down. From here, we can come into our child's pose, gently bending at the knees. Knees come out towards the sides of your mat. As your big toes touch and your hips settle down towards your heels. Walking those fingertips gently forward as far as possible. Finding that stretch in your lower back. middle back, upper back. Always trying to bring our hips towards our heels. Breathing. From here, we can walk our fingertips towards the right side. Towards the right side. As we stretch the left side of our bodies. We can walk the fingertips back towards the center and then out to the left side, stretching that right side of our bodies. Hips always coming down toward the heels. And then walk them back to center. From here, we push backwards towards a seated pose. Lovely. Bringing our feet out from underneath us. We stretch them out in front of us. Yes. Lovely. From here, you're going to walk your hips back. Maybe pulling your butt cheeks out from under you. Straightening. Crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Always breathing. Toes are flexed towards your face. Arms stretch up overhead. Keeping your chin back. Palms face each other. Stomach is tight. Keeping your biceps with your ears as you slowly, very slowly, begin to reach forward. Biceps staying with your ears, toes engaged towards your nose. Coming as far as you possibly can down before your biceps come away from your ears. Finally settling in to a stretching position. Maybe you reach your toes. If you cannot, place your hands on the floor, walking your fingertips forward and releasing that back. Okay. Head down. Finding that stretch from the tailbone all the way through the crown. And then slowly bringing your biceps back by your ears and stretching back up to the sky. From here, we bring our right foot in and our left foot in as we come into a butterfly position. Soles of the feet facing each other. Hands can come down to help bring our feet together. Straighten your back as best you can, shining that chest. Lovely. Breathing. Pushing up through the spine. And then slowly bending forward. Bending. allowing your spine to round, pushing your calves with your elbows as you open your hips. And release. What else do we need to do?
I'll do on the back with the wind removing poses.
From here, we stretch our legs out in front of us. As we slowly round down to come to a comfortable place on our backs. Feet fall open, palms face up. Corpse. Breathing. From here we transition to wind removing pose. Bringing our right knee towards our chest, interlacing our fingers, grabbing just below the kneecap, and then pulling that knee towards your chest, bringing it slightly to the right to avoid your rib cage. Breathing here, chin towards your chest, chin towards your chest, chin towards your chest. Creating a double chin. Head still touches the mat. And release. Switching sides, bringing the left knee up. Fingertips interlace directly below the kneecap. Pulling that left knee out towards the side, avoiding the rib cage. Compressing the hip. Truly beautiful. And release. From here we bring both knees to our chest, crossing our hands to our elbows, giving ourselves a hug. Knees come towards your chest, toes next to each other. Head on the ground, chin tucked towards chest. Head to the ground. Chin tucks towards chest. If you have a partner to help, they can butt shove. Push. Helping. Push. Help remove the wind from your partner. And release. Completely. Corpse. From here, we bring the sole of the right foot to the floor. Knee bends. As we cross our left ankle over our knee. From here, we push the left palm into the left knee. Left palm, there we are. Seated pigeon. If you'd like a deeper stretch, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Left arm comes through and then pulling towards your chest. Stretching. Stretching. And release. Bringing the right ankle over the left knee to repeat this pose on the other side. Pressing that right palm into the right knee. Stretching. If you're into the advanced pose, interlacing your fingers behind your left leg. And release. From here we will do supine twist. Bringing the left foot to the floor. And then slowly allowing that knee to drop towards the right side. Using your right palm to grab that knee and pull it towards the ground. As you stretch your left arm out to the left side. Turning your face towards the left, knee towards the right. Stretching. If you have a partner, placing a hand on the thigh, one on the chest, and gently pushing in opposite directions. Breathing. Breathing. And release. Straightening that left leg, bringing the right knee up, allowing it to drop. Bringing that left hand to the right knee. Right arm stretches. Gazing towards the right side. And gently pushing. And release. Straightening out those legs. Palms face up. Corpse pose. Nice. From here, we roll off to the left side. Gently pushing up. Come back to our cross-legged position. Hands come to heart center. Taking one last inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Namaste.